and very confident group. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA in all its excitement. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lopez.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA?
The Bucks took a massive leap in Coach Mike Budenholzer's first season in Milwaukee. Budenholzer said he joined the organization at the perfect time. The new facilities, the energetic fans, the great roster, ownership, front office, everything is set up to have great success. And he added, I feel fortunate to be the coach. Kevin?
The feeling no doubt mutual. Thanks, DA. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews, and it's Lopez in at the center.
Get the perimeter.
Now, here's Fournier.
Yo, watch it. Yo, right here.
From downtown, Matthews with the rebound. Shoots over Fournier, kept alive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First one falls for him.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And, Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
Here's Augustine. Outside Fournier. Hits it from three-point range.
And, Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Vucevic. Ennis taking his time here. Augustine with it. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Gordon. And Lopez throws it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. And it's Vucevic missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's Vucevic missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Augustine passes to Fournier. Vucevic against Lopez. With the fadeaway. Another miss by Vucevic.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Matthews. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
One thing we know about Wesley Matthews, this guy will not back away from a challenge. You want to bring contact on the inside, no problem.
Now here's Vucevic. We saw him with 19 points his last outing, and the officials call a traveling violation. And we've got some time for a look at the 2K leaderboard now, and some point guards who have been very adept at putting the ball in the basket since the All-Star break. In the 3rd spot, Markelle Fultz. And, of course, Eric Bledsoe.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Now here's Fournier following the miss by Giannis. 5 to shoot. Fournier for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing. The ability to alter shots on the perimeter, that was beautiful.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in rebounding and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Now, here's Fournier. He's got 5. Outside Gordon. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. And Fournier kicks to Ennis. They get a hand on it, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you in your voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any midseason trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
And he sinks the second. Bucks leading by 4. And here's Bledsoe. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Giannis. From 13 feet, it goes down. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
Fournier passes to Gordon. And the rejection by Giannis. Floats it up for Giannis. The Magic trail by 8. Outside Fournier. Pass to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. And no good that time. Good D by Matthews. Here's Giannis. Basket good. 10 points for him.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Fournier. He's got 5. There's the pass to Ennis. Kicks it to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Augustine. Vucevic trying to get open. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist by Gordon.
Listen, this is not easy for a 6-footer to get his points inside, but you can see the tenacity of DJ Augustine.
Now Bledsoe. Fournier pulls it down.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
And he makes the first.
And with Eric Bledsoe, to me, when he's playing with confidence and when he's playing under control, this guy is a big-time difference maker.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Wesley Matthews. Orlando also making some changes. Kem Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Ross in for James Ennis. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 9 points. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
For Milwaukee, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fultz is checked in. Free throw no good for Giannis. The Magic trail by 9. Pass to Fultz. Passes it to Birch. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Good on the bucket.
They're just great poise from the big man. Vucevic sticks with his shot even while being defended well.
Giannis left side. The shot will not fall. The Magic go the other way with it.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic, but boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Ross. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What a play.
Yeah, Kevin, he's one of maybe two guys in the league who can finish on that kind of jam. Ross has so many dunks at his disposal.
Middleton trying to break free. Ilyasova can't hit. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here is Hill. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Well, you have to admire how Hill gets open in pick-and-roll situations. So clever in these sets.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Poked loose. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he overshot that one, missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Giannis with it, now guarded by Vucevic. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Down low. And it's Vucevic missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Now, here's Fournier. He's got 7 out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Bamba's checked in for the Magic. It's Fournier on the wing. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. 4 on the clock. The 10-footer tried to bank it in, but he misses. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to the Boston Celtics. The kick out to Hill. Pass to Connaughton. Rebound by the Magic.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Hill against Ross. Now the pass to Fultz. Over Ilyasova. Can they get it? And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, obviously a rough start to the career of #1 pick Markelle Fultz. The shoulder injury sort of takes away his shooting ability when the Sixers trade him away. You're rooting for this young man to get back to his game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And some have said, Doris, for Fultz, not just physical issues dogging him early on.
Well, I think you have to consider, Kevin, when you are the #1 overall pick, extraordinary pressure comes with that. So now with a new team, perhaps that fresh start gives Markelle Fultz an opportunity to showcase his big-time talent.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
And here's Hill for three, and he's good on the three ball. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Bamba. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Lopez.
Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
And Fultz gets it to go.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's DiVincenzo. Bamba with the block. Fultz looking around. Pass to Birch. And it's blocked. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Bucks lead by 10. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Robin Lopez out there with Marvin Williams. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then it's George Hill, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. The free throw off from Lopez.
You know, with Robin Lopez, a career mid-70s free throw shooter, we'll take that any time from the center position.
It's stolen by Korver. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hill's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December, and then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Lopez, no luck.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Milwaukee leading by 10. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. In the third spot, the Bucks.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Throws it up high, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Connaughton kicks to Lopez. It's Hill on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Bamba with the block. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, Markelle Fultz in the open floor, capitalizing on the defense's mistake. Nicely done.
Hill passes to Lopez. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Connaughton. Oh, that's blocked. Carter Williams against Hill. Passes it to Ross. He kicks it to Fultz. Now, here's Bamba. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Matthews comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Then for the Magic, Gordon's checked in for Kem Birch. Ennis comes in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient, because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. Here's Augustine after Eric Bledsoe's score. Here's Carter Williams. The Magic again can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And they pick up 2. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
Now, this is a powerful ball handler with exceptional quickness. Bledsoe's becoming elite at taking defenders off the dribble.
Now here's Carter Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Augustine, no luck. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Milwaukee. They've led by as many as 14 points. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston. Bledsoe with it. Started by Augustine. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Lopez has got 5 points so far. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Shot to stop the run, and the layup is up and in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Milwaukee leading by 11. And Matthews kicks to Williams. Outside Korver. Here's Bledsoe. That shot off the mark. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Fournier comes in for Michael Carter Williams. Now here's Gordon. 8 points his last outing.
Yo, what's Gordon? Hey,
Now here's Ennis. He's tightly guarded. To the inside. Trying to find Augustine. Gets it to him. Lopez with the block.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Right here.
Matthews against Fournier. Pass to Bledsoe. Lopez left side. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Fires the three. Knocks it loose.
Way to get to it, Gordon.
Matthews against Augustine. Outside Fournier. Switch. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Ennis. Fires the three. Rebound Milwaukee.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Ilyasova. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Fournier finds Augustine. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Matthews. To stop the drought, he takes it up and lays it in. Matthews has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, I just love the activity of Wesley Matthews. This guy goes after offensive rebounds with gusto.
Pass to Ennis. Al Fournier. Bledsoe with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
The Bucks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Matthews. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the score by Aaron Gordon. Can't hit from in close. Inside, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. And here's Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Augustine against Bledsoe. Now, here's Fournier. Tight defense on him. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now, here's Fournier. He has 7. Passes it to Vucevic. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. The Magic making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. Vucevic against Ilyasova. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Who's got Giannis?
Giannis drives in.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Fultz. And Middleton with the block. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Fultz dishes to Fournier. Now here's Fultz, defended by Middleton, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bounce pass from Augustine. Gordon, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
1:02 left in the first half. And Ilyasova kicks to Bledsoe. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, and we know because of Bledsoe's power, guys can't push this guy around. That time it results in an and one.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. Robin Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. And a switcher also for Orlando. Terrence Ross is checked in for Augustine. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Ross. Over Middleton. Fournier's shot is off.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Ken Burks is checked in for Evan Fournier. And the Bucks with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Here's Giannis. 20 points for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Bucks on top, just dominating this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
Shaq, what'd you think about Orlando?
Well, it's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to figure out, Ernie.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem, and it's Ennis in at the 3. Here's Augustine. After Wesley Matthews' score, Augustine with it. From 10 feet out, here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
And Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the pass to Fournier. Gordon up on top. Kicks it to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back.
Now, there are times Bledsoe can get a little helter-skelter, but right on point with that pass.
And for the Magic, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. Not going to go that time. Milwaukee has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender, who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. 7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside doors, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now, make no mistake.
Here's Fournier after Eric Bledsoe's score.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Giannis high post. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Fournier. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And a chance to his last 10 games have been exceptional. 11th in assists, 13th in blocks, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. And Giannis gets it to go.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Matthews against Fournier. Pass to Ennis. Back to Augustine. Over Bledsoe. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Augustine. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. To end the run. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis is...
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, Greg, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Now, here's Fournier. 7 points in the game. Looking to end his cold spell. The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Matthews, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here is Augustine. He kicks to Ennis. Passes to Vucevic. Outside Gordon. Launches a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Bledsoe against Augustine. Now here's Bledsoe. Defense is right there.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
Fournier against Matthews. From deep three-point range, Fournier's shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here is Augustine, following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Fournier. Vucevic trying to get open. And Evan Fournier good for 3. Fournier's got 10.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the 2nd deep ball to go down for this guy.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. He dishes it to Giannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Evan Fournier. For Milwaukee, they have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Corver comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ross comes in for James Ennis. Fultz, he's checked in for Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine. And so it's Carter-Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Orlando Magic. The pass to Ross. Now Fultz. 10 points for him. Free throw line jump shot, and it's off the back rim. No good. Milwaukee's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Floats it up for Giannis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Fultz. Here's Bamba, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Bamba's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
Now here's Lopez. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Gets the three-pointer to fall. That's 10 points for Hill.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switcher also for Orlando. Birch is checked in. Carter Williams against Hill. Carter Williams kicks to Fultz. Swiped it away. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Fultz. Here's Lopez, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
That's about the size and the strength of Robin Lopez. He's just powering through the contact to finish that one.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Get that board, Bamba.
So the term unicorn has arisen for shot blockers who can also space the floor. Mo Bamba on that list, guys. Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Hill looking it over. Bamba with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in.
Hey, yo, Marvin.
And it's Connaughton atop the key. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo can't hit it. His game to that of Joel Embiid's. Doris, do you see that?
Well, I've heard others mention Rudy Gobert with a three-point shot, and that might be a closer comparison. We're going to have to watch and see what Mo Bamba hangs his hat on both the offensive and defensive end. Comparison's a bit early at this point.
Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Carter Williams. Kicks to Ross. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You love to see Terrence Ross on the attack, Kevin. This guy moves well. He's got a tremendous vertical. No reason he shouldn't get to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Ross. That one is no good. Milwaukee has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Magic shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Bamba. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break, Hill with the ball. And Hill throws it down.
But George Hill has exceptionally quick hands. He does such a good job coming up with steals.
1:56 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Ross, guarded closely. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fultz. Magic working now with the new shot clock. He can't hit that time. Milwaukee's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo, covered by Bamba. Carter Williams against Hill. Got a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Williams. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Fultz. D right on him. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
Hill. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
The Bucks have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
I think, Kevin, the leadership that George Hill offers is invaluable. This guy is a phenomenal floor general.
Both free throws good from Hill. 51 seconds left in the third. Now here's Carter-Williams. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Bamba. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Hill. There's the dish to Ilyasova. Hill against Carter-Williams. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bucks. Here's Fultz. 12 points for him. Up in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Ilyasova. He's out there with Brown. Robin Lopez out there with Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, here's Bamba. Pass to Carter-Williams. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. Second chance shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, he knows and understands, Mo Bamba, that it's his job to grab rebounds, get on the backboards, and work hard.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9½", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Greg, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
A nice shot by Frazier. Hill with it. The pass to Lopez. Shoots. And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Lopez.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. ball movement has been flawless.
Bamba passes to Carter Williams. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Carter Williams covering, and he makes that one. Connaughton's got his first 2 points. And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. That one a little long. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hill dishes to Lopez. Bamba with the block. And he recovers it. And that one, good. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Hill against Carter Williams. Banked in off the glass.
And Carter Williams looks like he's floating out there, but has that deceptive first step.
On the wing, Hill. Carter Williams covering. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. The three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Carter Williams. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate. It's fair. They've earned the right to choose where they play.
And the first one at the line is good. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Magic making a change here as well. Clark, he's checked in for Bamba. He's perfect from the line this time.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here's Ilyasova. Here's Hill. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Carter Williams against Hill. And here is Carter Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Over Hill. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Korver passes to Ilyasova. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, Kev, how about the recognition of Kyle Korver? Puts the pass on time and on target, makes it an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Ilyasova. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade, you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Frazier with the ball for the Orlando Magic.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Here's a one-do. He's covered by Brown. Will it go? And it's a one-do missing. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Korver against Frazier to the middle. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Frazier. Passes it to Birch. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Milwaukee. Pass to Frazier. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to a one-do. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here's Clark. Now Frazier. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now here's Korver. Outside Hill. Ball's knocked loose. The shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Off target with his 3.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Williams, that's good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Carter Williams. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail, well said. And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Fultz checked in for Orlando. And the second free throw, good. Bucks have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Corver passes to Lopez. Over to the left wing. Shoots it up. But they get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
And he's able to get it back. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. With the second effort, Williams' shot is off. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Doris, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
They get it back. Lopez with the block.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
Here's DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
And the energy of Fultz, impressive. Has an ability to nail difficult shots over an aggressive defense.
Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number 2, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship, luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals.
True.
This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
So it's the Bucks now. Down low, Williams up and in on the layup.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Clark. Lopez against Bamba. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's DiVincenzo. Kicks to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Doris, some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. To the inside. Korver, good.
Kyle Korver sending a message. I'm not just a three-point shooter. Give him an opportunity close, and he takes advantage.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Williams with the block.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
You know, a skilled free throw shooter for his size, so you love Lopez getting to the line.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's Frazier. That one goes in.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Lopez with the ball. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.